Hello, everyone. Welcome back to season two of the Very Z podcast. For those who are new,
Mhm.
this is a podcast where we dive into the world of Gunpla and content creation. My name is Akro, and joining me is my co-host Vznable. I said it properly this time himself. And
Yes, sir. Yes,
today
sir.
we have a very special guest. He is one of the pioneers of Gunpla content creation, known for his cinematic content, incorporating Gunpla desk setups and lifestyle. I'm sure you guys can guess who it is, but please welcome
Mhm.
Blukara. Hello,
Hey,
Woo!
what's up?
hello. Thank you so much for
Hello,
joining
hello.
us.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
So we like to start off the podcast by asking the same question to everyone. We switched that up for season two, but the first question is, what makes you an ace pilot? So what differentiates you from other creators?
Ace Pilot, okay, so I guess like in the Instagram like world, because I'm mostly on Instagram and I don't really post so much on TikTok. I'm just starting to do that,
Mhm.
just in the past couple months. But I guess it's like I'm trying to make everything like fun or like a little bit cinematic and try to do a little bit of like some kind of editing like magic or like tricks to the transition. So I try to like blend that all in like work in progress or like finished kits or things like that. And I don't know, it's just a mix of those things, and I feel like it brings a different like type of content that's on uh, for Instagram or like anything short form content. Yep.
I'd say a trendsetter myself, if you ask me.
I feel like, in my personal opinion, you really paved the way for like the very cozy style of Gunpla. Like you don't see a lot of people mixing aesthetically pleasing visuals with like model kit building. So it's very refreshing whenever you first popped off, and then like whenever I first saw your video, it's like very unique.
Mm. Yeah, I try to do that chill vibe, and I got the inspiration mostly like from like I guess like coffee content and like
Mm,
Mhm.
best setup content. So a lot of that inspiration was from there. And I guess in the beginning it's like you don't really see any of that in the like
yeah,
Gunpla or like Gundam content. So I wanted to like bring that like influence and into the space.
definitely did so. And we'll get
Love to
into
hear it.
a little more of like your content style, but our first question is, what is the meaning behind your username?
uh it's kind of like I was in a rush to like make some kind of username like for like these games I used to play back then, like I guess it's like was it Gunbound or like Ragnarok, Maple Story, like
Mhm.
back in the days. And then it's like I just came up with I like the color blue, so it's like BLU for like short, and then
Okay.
Mhm.
Kara meant something like empty, and then in Japanese, and then the number seven is like it just is like a I guess lucky number seven, but it's like very
Mhm.
random. It
Very
doesn't.
But
depressing
but
kind of origin.
Yeah, I was
but
depressed back
at
then.
the same time, I think it's very unique as well. Like you don't like a lot of people make their username associated with something that they like who they are. Like a lot you see a lot of people who just throw around like a mixture of Gunpla and their name, or like some type of like stuff like that. So like the your name being Blukara has little to no association with your name or your just your aliases, but like it ties into your personality. It's very unique. Like you don't see that too often.
Yeah, and
People,
then the good thing is like it's not taken, so I can just like use it anywhere,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
that is
You're
always
super
true.
annoying.
It's
lucky.
it's hard
Yeah,
nowadays to find a username that's not taken. Like, I
People
mean,
start
yeah,
scalping that shit too.
I know. Wasn't your username taken in like games that you recently
actually,
Yeah,
downloaded?
you know,
yeah. Mhm.
actually, like recently, I tried to like make a Twitter account or something like that, and I couldn't
Oh
use it.
man.
So
Oh
I had to
man.
do like Blukara 0 or like some other number, but it made it seem like I was You know,
You're
I
the
was
fake one.
the fake one.
Oh,
Yeah.
genuine? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Dude,
my friends would
what
come to me like, is someone like intimidating you or like trying to like copy you or something like that? It's like
Mhm.
they had to like double check. So it's like,
Yeah, whenever I downloaded Mecha Break and I tried to play on there, somebody took in Vznable, and for some reason I was like, man, why?
Akro Studios was taken on Mecha Break. like,
really?
Dude,
like
yeah.
who took that? Like that blew my mind too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
somebody's a big
Crazy.
fan of you.
I don't know. I don't know. But so let's get into a little bit of Gunpla since that's one of your biggest hobbies. So like how did this addiction and collection start? How did you get into Gunpla and Gundam?
Oh yeah. Uh, I don't know. This addiction is like good and bad, but I got
Very
into
relatable.
like, yeah. So like 20 years ago, like is I guess I think it was 20 years ago, but like where Toonami had like they released
Gundam
like a
Wing.
bunch of anime on TV, and then they premiere like Gundam Wing and stuff like that. So I got into that. I watched that, and I kind of like got hooked from there. But I didn't build Gundam yet, but that's when I was more exposed to it. And then
Certified Unk.
what is it?
Certified Unk.
Yeah, I'm like
Dude, I'm
prehistoric.
I'm telling you, I wasn't even born 20 years ago.
Oh shoot, you guys are young.
Don't put me in that same category, but yeah.
Okay, maybe you're a different age range, but yeah, yeah. Like I did that, and then like I remember like couple of days later, I was like, there was like this dude in like woodshop class, and he's like selling Hobby Link Japan like magazines, but he's like scalping it and stuff like that
Damn.
back in the day. And and then I don't know, I was obsessed with like magazines back then, and then it's like, oh,
Coffee
Gundam
book.
magazine is
Yeah.
like I had to have it, you know. It's like there's no way of getting it like back then. It's like it's really hard to get anything imported or whatever. So I used my lunch money that I saved just to buy it, and then I just like I kept it for like months and just kept looking at it over and over.
Did you remember how
Um,
much it was for a magazine?
I
Or
don't even
how
know.
much the scalper charged you for it?
He charged me like $35 for that thing,
Oh,
but like
Ooh.
they
oh.
shouldn't be that much. They're like really expensive. I mean, they should be cheaper.
Yeah, ain't that like $8 over in Japan? If like
Yeah,
maximum?
You get it
yeah,
for
yeah.
free in Japan, basically.
I'm
But
I
saying.
know, right? Yeah, that was basically like, back then it's like everything, if it's physical, like if I can have it, like if I can cut it out from the magazine and put it somewhere, put it on the wall, or cut out like a sheet of the flyer and just put it. I don't know. I was just into that stuff back then. And
Dude, but
then,
not gonna lie though, like
yeah,
back then, getting something imported from Japan felt like such a grail piece, you know? Like a
it
lot of
is.
people
Yeah,
nowadays don't really appreciate like how much joy we get for just getting something that was imported and made in Japan back then, you know? Like
right, right.
it's a different feeling for
I mean,
sure.
even like people who are getting into Gunpla nowadays won't know how difficult it was to find Gunpla a few years ago. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's true. Yeah,
it's mind blowing to just even see like a Gunpla kit in Target or like Staples or you know what I mean? Like just the
I know.
like it's crazy. And like people who are joining now wouldn't know because it's like, oh, I can get one. It's overpriced for sure. Don't get it there. But like, it's wild. It's really wild to see. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like even back then, like during that time, like the only places I can buy it is like, like at the mall, which is always overpriced.
mm-hmm.
And they had like these anime shops that are like way overpriced. And then, it's similar to like Tokyo, the Tokyo store in the malls,
Little Tokyo,
but it had
same.
like
Yeah.
overpriced everything. Yeah. So it's like that's when, I bought I got suckered into buying it too from there, but that's how it is in the beginning.
You.
Um
So how did it go from like the magazine? Do you remember like the first kit you ever bought?
yeah, so the first kit was I remember they when they used to have Toys R Us, and I guess they brought some back now, but they released like Gundam Wing kits there. and then I was able to get some from my parents during the holidays.
Mm.
That's my first exposure to like Gundam Wing kit, and then I think like everyone else, like I didn't have any tools or anything like that. It's just like it's my hands, so just yank it
Pop 'em
out and
out. Yeah.
just pop it together. But yeah,
He's a
that's how it
biter.
was. Yeah, nah, yeah, maybe I bite it too, but yeah, it's like I was just trying to put it together, and then it's like even though like it looks like shitty, I still like it's something I still like value during that
Mhm.
time. It's
Right.
like it got me hooked. Um, and then I built a few more the same way, but I couldn't afford like tools or anything like that. And
Mhm.
you know, it's, I've gone through like multiple master grades like ever since. A couple years later, I would start master grades. My first master grade was like the GPO1. It's
Okay.
like super old kit.
Yeah.
Very very bad kit. But
Wait, is that the one where the box art looks like they made it out of like Windows Movie Maker? Like it was like the very like
yeah,
Yeah.
PS1 looking graphic. Damn.
yeah, it looked very
Yeah, that's
cheap. The
that's the right
side
one.
the side had like red text, and it's just like they had a similar layout for like the older master grades. I'm sure you guys seen them before, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah, even the manual is different too, and they don't do that type of style anymore. But
I'm pretty sure it came out with
man,
a cutout too, like a little.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, little cutout cover. Yeah, that was cool. But that
Yeah.
kit was terrible. It wasn't that good.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah.
GPO
But throughout
one.
the years, like yeah, GPO one, and I built like more master grades throughout the year. Like I don't remember every single one, but it's all snap build and nothing special. Like for the past 20 years, I guess it's like on and off. I have other hobbies, and then I would put it off and come back, put it off, come back until like I guess like COVID times or 5 years ago, I started to wanting to paint kits because
Okay.
I was close to like not I was close to dropping the hobby and not want to continue. So I found
Mhm.
out like on YouTube on for EA Gunpla, you made like some kind of um, how to thin paint like in a
Mhm.
paint bottle, and like he made it like so easy to do that I was like, oh shoot, it's like I
I
want
can
to
do
try
it.
something like that. And yeah, ever since then, it's like I got hooked, and I was like, it kind of elevated, the way I think about like Gunpla and stuff like that.
Shout out to
And
EA
then
Gunpla,
yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah,
biggest
Mhm.
inspos.
yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Yes,
then
sir.
I guess the editing part or like the video part would be like more like from TikTok.
Mhm.
Like I looked through TikTok and I saw like a couple people on it like doing short form content, and I always wanted to do something like that. And that's where I guess it kind of merged in that way. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty solid origin story. So then
Mhm.
Yeah,
you've
no, that's
been.
that's insane.
Yeah, it's good to see. I call it like the OGs of build, like the OG builders are people who started before COVID, because a lot of people started during COVID because they had a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyone before then are like the OG builders. That's what I like to consider. So good to meet another one.
Yeah.
Wait,
What
Um,
about you
before
guys?
we
You
move
guys
on,
during the COVID, or you guys start during the COVID or after?
I started after personally.
Oh,
I
after.
started in
Okay.
2023.
I
Okay,
Yeah.
that's recent. Yeah.
started 2005, like
Oh
2006.
wow.
So it's been
Okay.
a while. Yeah. But I
Crazy.
would say it's it's been a little over 6 months, 8 months since I started airbrushing, and about a year since I started painting. Everything else before then was just a snap build. So
Mm.
it's a big amount of time that all I did was janky builds. But um okay, so then yeah, you've been building for a while. So then how's the collection and the backlog, which you can see a little bit of
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
backlog
wait, wait,
too.
wait, 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 wait. Let me ask Mr. Blukara this. Now answer this. Okay. Deep down, do you do you like building Gunpla? Like, do you really enjoy it?
Of course I
Oh
do.
man! Oh man! Oh man! What was
I
that?
enjoy. Okay, wait. So there's not everything I enjoy. like
Mhm.
like the whole process of it. There's some areas where I don't enjoy so much, but it's just
Mhm.
I guess like the end result is what makes me keep going, like every time. So
That's
so that's what it
very
is.
true.
Like masking and sanding, I think
God.
that's no not I guess like the nub cleanup in general is like the thing that I wish I could just not do.
I wish
Like
I
if
could
I
pay
can get
someone to
rid of
do.
that.
I wish I could pay
I
someone
know
to
I was
do
like
it.
if I could pay someone to do it, I don't mind doing it. But it's
Just
like
hire an extra 1 or 2 Chinese children, and then you're
Whoa,
good.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm good.
I mean, I could just ask the guys to help me out because I'm sure they like to do
Mhm.
that stuff. But um, I still do it anyways. Because I think that like you get better at things the more you do it. So it's
Mhm.
like if I avoid, I could just remove the pieces and not do the cleanup. But I feel like I'm kind of like I'm not improving in a way. So it's like so I still do it anyways just to like get better at it a little bit and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So even though it's like I hate doing it, it's like you say with masking, I hate doing it, but I feel like I get better at masking every time I do it.
You get
Type thing.
faster for
Mm.
sure, and you just
Yeah,
find
yeah,
like methods to do it. Like you get more efficient at it. But
yeah.
I will say the moment you sand the last piece and you're like, okay, I can move on to painting is like probably just as satisfying as like finishing your kit. Because I'm like, I can finally
It
start
is.
painting. Like,
Yeah, that's the boring part, man. Like I hate it. Like it's like the fun part is the painting. Like I agree, it's like the best part.
yeah, what I do, I call it meal prepping. Like where you just have
You know,
it
that's a
all
good
in
one.
pieces. But I
Yeah,
just spend like 1 or 2 days. I'm like, I'm just gonna like suck it up and just sand for like 2 days straight, just so I don't have to sand for a while. So I just like sand the entire kit, multiple
yeah.
kits, and then so I can only paint. But
No,
it
that's
sucks.
good because for me, I don't I get in a sanding mood and then like I don't finish it for a while. Like I'll just let it sit and then
Mm.
I'm like I don't want to go back to it and then
Dude.
it's like, that's how I am. It's like if I don't like push myself for like all day session, like I'm not gonna do it, like type of thing.
My biggest problem is that like I would get to building, right, and get into like the pace of it. And then once I put an unfinished kit up, that shit is not gonna see the light of day for like the next 2 months. Like I swear to God, like it doesn't matter. I just lose all momentum
I
and I
don't
just
know
start
how
another
you
kit.
do that, because for me, it's like when I have something unfinished, it drives me insane. Like,
For me, it's just like I've already seen it. Like I've already seen the process. Like I don't want to see it again. I want to see something new.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, it sucks, but we have to do it
yep,
eventually.
yeah. But yeah, going back, so how big is the collection? Do you keep your kits or you sell them? Or, and also how big is the backlog?
You can see the pain in his eyes.
Yeah, I honestly I hate I, I hate like backlogs because well, I like seeing other people's backlog, but I don't like seeing mine really. But
Yes, one of
like,
us.
yeah, it's like it's depressing, dude. Like I look at it, I'm like, it's like the initial, hype when you get it or you get excited for it, and then it's like, and you just place it there. It's like what happened to it? It's like you just don't go back to it unless you
Mhm.
like you kind of bring it up on the list of what to do, and you're like, oh, I work on this instead. But like, I don't know. I rather like get rid of it. But like, I have like I think like 80 around 80 kits, but I don't know. I don't.
Wow.
I don't
Wait. That's literally like
Wow.
the same amount that I have. I think that's
really.
that's pretty tame, yeah. Because I have around like 81, 82, and that's it.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't know. It could be more, but I don't know. It's like I don't really count because like
I think my
I got
my biggest problem is that like you just get a bigger dopamine hit from just buying the kit.
yeah
It's like
yeah
something about the box, like once it goes into your backlog, like you don't even feel that spark anymore.
that's
No.
true.
I
Yeah,
would never get that. I'm gonna
I'm
start my
telling you,
own
man, it's the
merch
box.
line that says anti backlog club. And like
I'll
Guys,
join that.
but yeah,
guys, no.
I always say this. more than 10, you have a problem. I will be judging. But also, um, to roast our previous guest, also someone you're very familiar with. I don't think anyone's beating Glitch Studios with the backlog conversation.
No, no, yeah.
We were definitely mind blown by his backlog.
Oh shoot. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't, I don't know. I'm trying to like sell it nowadays or like
Hmm.
give it away. So it's like focus on more on what I want to actually work on because honestly, some of the stuff is like you lose interest over time, or at least me. It's like I look at it as like I'm not that excited about building it anymore. So I would rather build this instead of this type of thing. So
Right.
What about
That's fair.
I'm starting to
your finish kit? Do you tend to keep them, or how do you display them?
I I'm trying to give them away, so
Mm.
that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't done it yet, but it's just piling up like crazy.
Is an
So
idea.
yeah,
I take one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say we'll drop our address down in the chat box here.
yeah, because I have so much snap builds that in a way it's like
Oh,
I
okay.
can't keep it all, but it's like I could donate it to somebody or like somebody could use it
I
for
am a
content.
child in need.
You do not need more kits, my friend. You do
No,
I
not
mean,
need.
no,
I can if you want,
no,
just reach out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's being like this type of content creator and stuff like that. It's just like
Mhm.
I feel like I have to like move them somewhere else or like just give them away or like sell it. It's I can't do it like too much. It's too much.
Okay.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know if you've done any shopping recently, but do you have any recent pickups? I do know one that you've been posting that I'm very excited to see because it is one of my favorite Xeon MSs, the conversion kit. So I guess
Mhm.
that's.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that one too. That one looks sick.
But do you have any other
The
pickups?
the camper.
Yeah, the camper conversion kit.
Oh yeah. I got that recently. That's the one I'm working on right now. So trying to push that to finish maybe this month,
Mm-hmm.
early next month. And then I got like the EXS recently, and
Mhm.
with the another conversion kit by AOK.
I got one
So
too. Let's
oh, you got
go.
one too. Nice. I think it's right. I have one too back there. But yeah, I got the Faz, and then I think that's the most recent. And then I got a couple 5-star story kits.
A lot
That
of
is
big
Mm.
boys.
another rabbit hole.
Glitch has been pushing me to get into resin because I have been really interested. And that's something that we can also talk about in a little bit. But 5-star stories are probably one of the most beautiful kits I've seen. If you guys haven't looked into it, like you've probably seen it because a lot of builders have been getting into it. You probably
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know the name of it if you are on Instagram often, but it's so beautiful. Like I want to get one so bad.
Yeah, they're very nice and they're like elegant looking and they're
Hmm.
skinny and I don't know, it's just like the proportions don't make any sense, but it's standing somehow.
It's like
That's how
G-Quack
I
done right. That's how I think of it. Like
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
Tighten up
Daniel's
a
the
little bit.
biggest G-Quox hater ever.
I
I
just did
swear
a
to God.
Oh, you
G-Quack
don't like
Donku.
feedback?
I'm not a fan of the kits. I love the design. I'm not a fan of the kits. It especially like that rubbery kind of material that they're like. It's not like a normal
Oh
plastic. Um,
yeah.
they're very prone to scratching, from what I've realized. Even with like a lot of prepping, I do. Just like some of the joints aren't like it's like armor on armor instead of like having an inner frame in some of the high grades.
Yeah.
So I'm not too of a big fan of that.
Uh, yeah,
Daniel, what
I
did you
think they're
got?
okay. Yeah. What is it?
What did Daniel, what did you get recently?
Uh, it's just the excess. As I said, I keep my backlog under 10. This is going to be quote unquote my
Number
redemption build. I
Mm.
felt like a lot of my builds recently have been pretty lackluster. I want
Why
to
is that?
boost. I haven't had a build that I was like I'm proud of recently.
Is it because Joanna's told you that you only
No.
do recolors?
I mean, like I probably will stick to doing recolors. That's kind of my thing. I'm not like a crazy modding, right? A lot of the designs I already like. I think it's just more of I'm not a fan of the color schemes, or I'll do some like detailing work. But I think I want to like really invest a lot of time, and the XS is like a really good kit for me to do so. And also I don't really play around with my kids, so like a big old statue, like you're not moving that thing once it's built, but I'm completely fine with that. So hopefully
Want to bet?
I'm not moving that thing once it's
Want to
built.
bet?
So
I'll pose it.
you can try when you come over, but
I need to get my hands on one. I feel like I don't know.
no,
I
you
just
don't.
feel like I haven't had enough time. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want to.
work
I
on
don't
your
want to add
backlog.
more kits into my backlog.
Work on your
Yeah,
backlog.
Wait, Vznable, do you paint too or no?
I do not paint. No, I
Oh,
feel
you
like
don't.
yeah. You gotta understand. I rarely even build master grades. It's just that like my content
Okay.
style is
Yeah.
mostly focused on posing. So usually
Yeah.
whenever I pose, I just build something super fast. Usually it's gonna be an HG, and I try to make myself to just detail that HG as best as I can, and then have it posed for a good quality photo. But I rarely even build MGs, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like buying them though. I love buying MGs, but I never build them.
Okay. No, I get it. I like high grades too, but like it's I just wonder because like since you like to paint and
Mhm.
then maybe I think if you guys do like a collab, that'd be cool. Like to do
Oh,
like
we have.
your paint kit.
Yeah.
Oh, you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's literally like all my. I don't collab with people all too often, but whenever I
Uh,
do collab, it's usually just with Daniel. Like I send him kits to paint for me.
okay.
We're
Yeah, because
the
he's moving all over the place.
Yeah, Daniel's my Chinese kid that I
Oh
hire.
no!
Yeah, if
Okay,
anything.
stop fucking. Holy crap! No, the way we jokingly have it, we have matching profile photos. Because
Mhm.
we're the IRL versions of Gundam Build Fighter, like Say
Yeah.
and Reiji. So like I'll basically end up painting his kids. He will pose them and he'll make content.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the dynamic that we have.
Yeah, that's a cool. Okay, it makes sense why you guys have the build fighters,
Yeah.
like the
We're just like
character on
that.
there.
Yeah.
I'm the builder.
We're
He's the
just
fighter. Any picks
That's
for
cool.
you, Jay?
Yeah, I actually got two. Like I said before, they're high grade, so they're gonna be like very small builds, but one of them is the X Gundam. Been looking forward to this.
I don't like the X Gundam design. I'll be honest, but
Just wait till I pose it.
okay.
Just wait till I
All
pose it.
right.
I'm telling you.
You don't like the solar panels on the back?
It's
Dude,
just
I think that's the best part about the X Gundam. That's the most
no,
charming
because
part about
all
the
I
X
see
Gundam.
is like the YouTube video of someone grabbing a toothpick and like individually going through it so it looks
Oh
3D,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh god, that makes me want to cry.
You gotta understand. You just don't know the hype. You just don't know the hype.
Okay.
And the other one is the gun cannon from G-Quux. I've been very into like, the G-Quux design
That one,
lately.
I
Although
like the design of that. Yeah.
I came out as a G-Quux hater, but they've grown on me a little bit since I've built the Dom.
Yeah, the gun cannons, like the G-Cracks version is like I see a lot of people like really like
Paint
paint
it
up
up.
that
Yeah.
whole kit. It looks so nice.
Like the
So I want to do that.
Proportionally, it's like fucking perfect. Like I love the gun cannon's proportion.
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
definitely
I
one
think
of the better designs out of the series.
true. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's
so that's
continue.
all of our recent pickups.
Mhm.
Just a couple questions about your collection. Do you collect anything besides Gunpla?
Um, I used to. Well, like lately, I haven't been collecting anything else. It's just Gundam stuff and like resin stuff. But I used to like collect like coffee mugs and stuff like that. So I
Okay.
would go and go
Ooh.
buy like random mugs from different places or order it. But I haven't done
Mm.
so because like tariff and all that stuff. So I kind of avoid
Is
it to order anymore.
is there like a rarity game in that? Like is there like a holy grail coffee mug that like heats up your coffee or like
It's not
No,
have
about
AI in it?
it's not about like the tech aspect. It's more of the design.
Oh right,
Yeah,
right.
it can be
It's more
like.
chill of a hobby than I thought, I guess.
I mean, when any hobby, there's always like some like overpriced like thing that's in it. It's like
Mhm.
some category, right? Like they have
I
like
hate
group
that people
buys.
try to profit. Yeah, I hate that people
Yeah,
try to profit out of every hobby.
yeah. It's like they would have like these limited like cups that they would have for sale, and then you're like, oh, it's like 50, $80 a piece, and I'm like, damn it, it's like, but I don't do it
Dude,
anymore because of the tariff thing.
Blukara would be the type of person to buy the Starbucks bear mug thing.
Okay.
No, I don't go to Starbucks.
Okay. I don't know about all that,
The
but
bear. Oh, you're talking about that bear trend
The
or like,
glass one. Yeah,
yeah. I was like, man, people are crazy.
I mean,
Go
and
find
yeah.
that.
I can't.
yeah, coffee is something that I did want to bring up because, as I mentioned before, if you are going to feature on the podcast, I will stalk your Instagram page. I didn't have to do much because, we've both done it on our free time even before you were going to come on the podcast. But
Okay, but
coffee,
that phrase sounded like a threat. Not gonna lie.
it's not a threat. It's just, I like to do my research. But coffee is something that's pretty common. It's incorporated within your videos, and you can see that you have a lot of interest. And I could see, because I also really enjoy watching, like, the daily like coffee making videos and stuff like that. I can definitely see the influence. So, how, I guess, like, is this like another obsession you have? Is like, coffee and interest?
Um, I the other interest was like desk setup, like type of thing. So
Mm.
like
Mhm.
I would always like go through the internet or like Instagram, Pinterest, or like YouTube, and then just like watch like these desk setup videos that people put up. Like they're like they would demo their new keyboard or like new mouse and things like that. And it's like it opens another world of like like custom keyboards and like these little items that would go on your desk and stuff like that, like a desk shelf and stuff like that. So I
Mhm.
kind of like take that inspiration and try to like put it into like the Gundam type of
Mhm.
setup, because normally it doesn't look like that. Normally it's just like some like some cutting mat and then like maybe a pegboard or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to like mix that for my
Mm.
from that hobby. But like lately, I don't know. Lately, I like even with coffee and like the desk setup stuff, I kind of like I haven't been so much into, or like I haven't had time to look into it because like lately time is like more limited. So
Mm.
so I don't know. Right now I'm just more focused on like Gundam because it's just that's all the time I have really, like 1 or 2 hours a day or something like that.
Okay. And
Wait, so do you do like content creation for a living, or do you have like a second job? You don't have to say your job, obviously, but like, does Gunpla take up like literally like from 9 to 5 or?
No, it's like my
Mm.
side thing basically.
Okay.
So like I have a real job, and then I do my I do whatever hours I need to do, and then I come back to this, and then I have a family too, so I have
mhm.
to
Mhm.
take care of the kids and stuff like that. And then after that, it's like I only have an hour or two to do anything. So
Yeah.
like when making content and stuff like that, I kind of have to rush it. So it's like I have like 30 minutes to edit. If I have an hour, 30 minutes to edit and shoot, and then like try to like mix it up and stuff like that, and then try to get out within an hour or whatever. But that's how I used to do it. But
That's
that's
crazy.
how it is whenever I try to post anything really.
You see, it takes me around like 2 to 3 hours to post a mid-ass video. You're telling me you're coming out with bangers in 30 minutes? That's actually insane.
Optimization. That's the key.
That's insane, bro. It takes me like two
Well,
two
for
mental
yours,
breaks.
I see why it takes 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to do that, it's like to think about how the angle, like how you do it, it's like it would take me a long time to do it, really. But
I
like
feel like
I see the work you put, like the amount of hours,
I
just by
appreciate
seeing
that.
it.
That means a lot. That
I
means
I
a
will
lot.
be honest. If you're not especially painter, the moment you try to recreate one of his photos, you immediately realize how difficult and how flat and ugly your poses look until you try.
Guys,
Like it is
W glaze.
like everyone
W glaze.
probably has experienced it. It's not just like you can pose it and then take a photo. Like it takes a lot more than that.
Hey guys,
You know,
I'm blushing.
honestly,
Stop it.
like I look at your page sometimes, like if I don't have like inspiration on how to pose anything, I go there just try to like get some kind of angle or like some kind of because I'm
Hey,
not good at posing either. So like
that's
you know,
why I
I
do
go
it.
to
That's why I do it. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's good to have you there. That's why it's like I'm sure people they find ways to try to make it look like that, and it looks cool. You know.
Oh, dude, I'm blushing. That means a lot, honestly.
Okay, no more being nice to him. You have to talk bad about him. Yeah, but
W glaze, W glaze.
his ego is going too much. But I mean, we were mentioning about your setup. Do you wanna kind of talk to us about how you ended up coming with the current setup you have? Any like inspiration
Um.
challenges?
So like anything set up like wise, it's like I've always like tinkered with like every like corner like uh, of the room and stuff and try to like make sure it's like it blends or like stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And then sometimes I do so much that it's like I don't get anything done. So for example, like I don't even build anything. So I'll be like I'll be on the pegboard and I move this little shelf over here and
Mm-hmm.
here and then that's my that's all I do for the day. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this. I'm not gonna record content or whatever. So so
Okay.
eventually it took a while to get the setup I have now. Uh, I had like a sponsorship thing with Secret Labs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sending me the chair and then the table that's here.
Dude, what a
So
what a subtle flex.
yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
thanks to them, they're like willing to send it to me. But
Secret Labs, if you're watching, please.
yeah, to these guys too. But yeah, like I got that, and I was like, I gotta like figure a way to like blend it in and stuff like that. And it took a while, but I kind of took over the pegboard idea and tried to put it back there. And then there's like these wooden sound dampening
Panel.
panels
Yeah.
that Costco sells, and then they were on sale like for like half off or something. So I just bought a bunch of them, and it was just a perfect time, and I just like slapped it on and stuff like that. So it's similar in a way, but it's just a little bit different. I think
Mhm.
trying to be more organized a little bit too.
Which is a challenge for, especially if you customize kits. Oh, it gets messy, I would say.
Yeah, I still find a challenge in that everything's on the floor. So
Hey, you make it look
yeah.
good. That's all that matters. I'm saying.
It's like behind here it looks good, but it's like over here it's like a mess.
I
Eh,
feel like that's like the case for every content creator though. Like it's only clean like through the camera. Like everything else behind it,
Yeah.
an
Is
absolute
it true for
chaos.
you guys right now? Or is it
Oh
clean
yeah,
everywhere?
yeah, dude. Like I literally just made popcorn like literally 2 minutes ago. It's like everything is out. Like
it's this is clean. Behind and under my desk, it looks like a hurricane hit. So
yeah.
everything's pushed out of frame. Um, I'm a messy style worker where like, especially when I'm like in the zone for when it comes to building, I don't like when I don't have things like
Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah.
let
accessible.
his Instagram post fool you, bro. Daniel's a slob.
So where do you have that top down view? Like you have it right
It
there or you have
I'm
it like
using
close
it,
by?
but I every time I need to take a photo, I take the entire camera arm and then put it there, and then I grab the two little things, put it on the
Okay.
table. So it's
Yeah.
all manual. I don't have like a dedicated setup. It's really janky.
Okay.
I am looking to upgrade. I've actually been looking to properly invest in a better camera and get
Mm.
wide aperture, 50 millimeter, whatever,
Oh,
nerdy stuff. But yeah, so this top down's been
it looks
fun,
good. I mean, yeah,
but
it looks good for what it is.
I think it hurts in terms of showing details and uh like really showing off my kit. I think it just aesthetically looks
Mm.
pleasing on a page, but like you can't really see all the details and effort you put into it. Like it kind of
Mhm.
fades out with those photos. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, we can
Yeah,
talk
but
about. Oh, pardon?
yeah, the angles that you do kind of like, I guess the angles from the top down view and you're like holding it, or it kind of gives it the other view of like a certain angle because you're kind of controlling it. So
Yeah.
it kind of works. still.
It's
And
fun.
Admirable, you have it on your desk too, right? Or something like that.
Oh yeah. I have two. Well, technically I have three setups. I have one for my building station, one for homework, and this one is for my podcast and what I use my thing on. And I only use one light, so it's just one of these, just top down, and then I just shoot like sitting on the floor. Honestly,
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool.
a lot of my lighting depends on the light reflecting my white desk. So I use my white desk as a reflector, and it works pretty well with like the top down shot. Whenever you like put a light on the top, it just casts a bunch of shadow. But
Hmm.
with the white desk, it actually just reflects a lot more light up, so you get like a balance of the two.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is a whole
Yeah.
building does not to build, shade throwing, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's true because I don't always build on that desk that you guys see because I have
See,
to
that's
clean
what
it
I'm
up
saying. Like,
periodically.
I have my building desk, and then I never built here. I only built on like my homework setup because the monitor is right there. I always want to watch something,
Yeah,
so I like
it's
move my cutting board from to the side all the
I
time.
mean, you can watch content, watch the Very Easy podcast, please, but you can watch content while you're also building. So like it's you can multitask. You know what I mean? I feel like, but
Mhm.
you can get distracted pretty easily. But yeah,
that's
I
and
true.
agree.
That's my struggle right now, distraction and all that.
we are
Okay, but
terribly
then again, you have
sorry.
like an actual like you're a father. I feel like that gives you a pass. Like you have a lot going on. That's what I'm saying. Like you're a whole adult. We're basically kids compared
And
to what you're going through.
Jay, you should be listening to what you're saying. Yeah, you have no excuses. But
I have too much time on my hands, I guess.
and so
I guess gotta
talking
get teamwork
about
with that now.
talking about building, so we've seen quite a lot of iconic builds on your page that people probably recognize you for. But do you have like a specific one that you're the most proud of, or that you would wish people recognized you for?
um, I don't know. Like the most you're asking if which one I'm most proud of,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, I don't know. I can't really pick, but I would say the ARC 787 probably my most
Okay.
proud of one because I feel like that's when it like once I finished it, I was able to like realize that I can do resin. Like that was I've done resin before, but like that one I felt like I learned so much. From how to like sand and like piece it together. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of mistakes I did too, but I felt like the result from that kit, I felt like very like I was happy with it. And it won a couple of like awards, but it's just besides that, it's just I just been I'm mostly like satisfied with it. And then I guess the other one, the other kit will be like the strike.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that one is another one that I worked hard on with Javier
Gor- Gorgeous.
or Glitch. So yeah, it was fun like collaborating with him and trying to figure out the colors and all that stuff. And you know, I for some reason that kit didn't like get as much recognition as I thought,
Mm.
but in the end, I didn't care so much about that. I just it's more about the experience and the friendship, and all that stuff from working together.
Oh, that kid
How?
is gorgeous,
Yeah,
man.
no, it is. And actually, I'm not gonna announce it. I'll announce it later. There's something related to that, but it'll get announced later. But talking about glitch and the strikes that y'all did together, because he did mention it on his podcast as well. But how was your experience entering that build competition, as well as other competitions you've entered in the past?
Um, so it's funny because like the couple times we submitted for the competition, we tried to. The initial thought was trying to like have both kits as a one submission, so it'd be
Mm-hmm.
like a double kit type of thing, but it wasn't allowed for the competition we're doing it at, so we had to like separate them and then so what we did was like the first competition we had to like put them next to each other,
Hmm.
and then it seems like we didn't know initially, but like after the competition was over, it didn't place at all. So we kind of were like, what the hell? Like it was like it wasn't even like mentioned anywhere. So I was like, for me, I'm like, okay, maybe I did something wrong, but it's like maybe not Javier because I it looks good to me. So I don't know. It's like it didn't place it, and it kind of like put us in a in a place where we had to like check it and like double check what we did wrong or whatever. And then I don't know. I kind of doubted myself and all that stuff. But but later like we would submit it to like other competitions, and the most recent one we actually placed like first and second for
Hmm.
like the Gunpla category. So it's like you never know. Like it's like the judging is always different, and there's always like these scenarios that you don't know if that person will favor this type of kit over this kit and things like that. And one of the things that I think what it was is that when there were single submissions, so like a friend told us that you would have to like separate them, like put them on the other side of the table. So
Hmm.
that's what we did. So we instead of putting them next to each other, we put them one on the end and the other one's like in the middle somewhere. And if for some reason that kind of I guess it helped, I don't know. We assumed that helped, and we happened to win that time. So so
Congratulations.
it's just like
Lesson learned.
yeah,
Lesson learned.
yeah, dude. It's like I think they canceled because the previous competitions. I feel like they canceled each other out because they're like so similar.
Hmm.
Like you can't really. I guess it's hard to compare like between the two. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a judge thing. I don't know. I don't really judge, so I wouldn't know. But it's just an assumption.
You should be judging.
Are you open to judge? Yeah, I was gonna say like, are you open to judge at one of these events one time?
I want to, but I don't know. I rather not
What if we did
because
a
it's a
VZ
lot of work.
judging? What if we did
What is it?
like a podcast where we judge people's build? Would you be down to
Oh,
do
like
that?
just give like feedback and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We'll get you and Glitch. We'll give you guys the judges panel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like the one thing that I guess we can talk about is like about judging is that normally they don't tell you like why you didn't place or like
Mm,
what happened or like the reason they didn't pick you or you got points deducted or whatever. You kind of have to like find out some way or somehow depending on the competition. So 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 maybe like I guess like something like that like if if we're doing like some kind of podcast thing is like you know, I know Glitch is like more open to
mm.
doing something like that. He's very vocal about like anything. But then I'm not really like that. So I'll be like, oh shit, that looks good. Everything looks good. But for
Dude,
him,
he was on fire on his episode here on the VC podcast. So
Yeah, so if you really
yeah,
want the non-filter version of this whole
yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
yeah,
just
you'll
go
get
to
a
Glitch's episode. Yeah,
yeah, please listen to Glitch's
you guys are
episode.
like solar opposites, and like, oh my god, I keep doing that gesture, but oh my god.
They're the
But yeah,
yeah,
older
he's
versions of us. They're the you know what I mean?
oh yeah,
But
they really are fucking Gramps over here.
I know. Okay, well, I know that a lot of people, including myself, will be trying to compete this year. Like my goal is to try GBWC. There's an IPMS competition coming up in like 3
okay.
weeks. I didn't even know about, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. But do you
Oh
have
yeah,
any advice for I guess people who are entering competitions for the first time?
yeah. Just don't rush it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I procrastinate all the time and I rush to the last minute.
Mm,
So I always do that to myself. I feel like, just get ready and try to prepare or finish like a week before at least. Cause even Javier sometimes does the same thing, but not as bad as me. Cause the last one I did was I rushed it to the last minute. Like I didn't sleep the night before and I just drove all the way to the convention and then like I met the cut line, the deadline by like a minute or like past a minute, and then they start closing the gate. I mean, closing the submissions, and then I put it in
mm,
luckily, but try to just I don't know, just try to finish it in time, and then also just go and just have fun and
Hmm.
don't try to think too much about it. You know, just try to learn from whatever you didn't place or whatever. Just try to learn, and maybe next year or whatever you'll do better. And I think the best part is like talking to people and trying to like get to know all the other builders and seeing how they apply the techniques and here and there and stuff like that. I think that's the more enjoyable part, I guess. But yeah, that's mostly it.
Wise
I think.
words. Wise words.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're gonna see a lot of new contestants this year. A lot of people seem interested.
Oh,
So even within
where's that at?
but I don't know anything about GBWC. I don't even know how to like. I all I know is like it's at the end of the year, but like, um,
Okay.
but the IPMS one that's coming up in February is in Jacksonville, Florida. So if anyone wants to go there and
Oh,
do it,
okay.
it's in the sixth, I think. So it's not a lot of time. Probably gonna have to spend an entire weekend figuring something out. But if you guys want to enter, I might try and enter. That would be my first ever competition if I do. But we'll see. We'll see if I have enough time for
Yeah,
it.
the first one's always fun.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
So yeah. Well, that's thank you for the wise words again. And now we'll go back to a little bit of your content. And we already talked about, I guess, your style that you kind of not, I guess, created for the Gunpla scene. It already existed, I guess, within other scenes, but you kind of started. So this is a little bit of a hot topic that I guess applies with both of you guys because you guys are pioneers. But how do you feel about being such a big influence with other creators?
Um, I'll let Blukara go first.
No, you can go.
I feel like whenever the first couple periods of whenever I first started gaining traction, I just felt like a lot of pressure, and there was a moment in time where I just felt like, man, what if I get surpassed? Like there's like a huge spotlight effect on like people, like me thinking that people are gonna be like, man, this loser, like he got up into the top just to fall down, and that killed me a little bit. Like that didn't feel good, and obviously it's not the right mindset. It shouldn't be like that, but like being such an influence, it just comes with a lot of pressure, in my opinion. And I learned over the years just to take it as a good thing. And I'm very grateful that I get a chance to have that kind of experience with this community and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like some days it's definitely better days than others, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm very glad being like the influencer or have such an influence on the community. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally like relate to what you're saying too, because I don't know, it's kind of there. It is a lot of pressure too, and for me, like in the beginning when I started seeing that rise in like, the engagement and all that stuff,
Mhm.
I kind of felt like for me it was more like imposter syndrome.
Mhm.
So I felt
Right.
like
Right.
so I felt like I wasn't, like it's like I felt like I wasn't like I didn't belong initially. Like I just felt like I just did something and then it just happened to work. And then with the Gundam community, I feel like initially I was like scared or like more like nervous about what people thought because there's like so many, in other like not just Gundam, but like in other like hobbies and things like that. Some hobbies are more like people are more like mean and shit. So it's like in the like the Gundam community is like it's more, people are more nice actually. So they're everyone's more chill and at least around me, but it's like they're more relaxed and everyone's all willing to, chip in and try to help each other out, like
Mhm.
in like building stuff and giving tips and all that stuff. So, as I'm going up, it's like there's like okay, there's like a point where like you get to a point where it's like I guess you get to a point where you get high engagements, and then there's a point where eventually, well, for me, it's like I got to a point where I kind of dropped off a little bit, and then it's like eventually like you fall off somehow, or and you have to like figure out a
Gotta get
way
back
to
up.
like keep going.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just the reality of it. Like no one really talks about that, but it's like I don't know. It's just like the motivation, I guess, to keep going and like don't like follow the numbers and stuff like that and things like that. And I don't know. I had like a lot of roller coaster moments too. So I
But
feel like
I'm
that is Instagram and content creation. It is a roller coaster
yeah,
ride. It just keeps going.
okay.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever I first got really popular off of TikTok, and we're obviously like we say that you shouldn't really worry about the numbers, but you'd be surprised how easily it influences you while it's happening. Like you wouldn't think like it affects your mindset until
mhm,
you have
mhm.
such a sudden drop off, you know? And I'll put
Yeah,
this
yeah,
into perspective. Like I was hitting like 100,000 views per video and I posted daily. So you would just imagine like the high it must have been just to be in that mindset, right? And then one day I post a video, it's been 16 hours and I have like 600 views on it. For me, I thought I did something wrong, you know, and then that
yeah.
literally ruined my whole week. And even though it
Right.
should have, it shouldn't have been, you know, like it shouldn't be that way. But since you're riding that high for so long, it just kills your motivation.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like everyone is gonna get that high, and you kind of can see it in the community too. And then like oh, dude, this guy's popping. Like this guy's followers count is like going high, and like just because of one video, and then you got to be ready for when it starts gradually dropping, and then your whatever video like you're posting, right? You're saying is like that 600 view or something
Mhm.
like that. It's not comparable, and then you start doubting yourself and stuff like that. It's like it's like no one teaches you how to handle that. It's like it's like I went through that. I'm sure you went through that, and then it's like you know, it's it's the
Mm,
motivation to keep going, and it's like that's really what it
Sometimes the
is.
algorithm just likes to humble the shit out of you though. Like
It's
they'd be
true. I
like,
feel
"Oh,
like it's
yo,"
like yeah.
they're like, "Just
Yeah.
have 100K one day, and then tomorrow you're gonna have like
Uh-huh.
0 views just to see how you feel." And I'm like, "Bro, come on."
It hurts the most. I feel like when you like sometimes you put in less effort into a post or a kit and that does really well for some reason, and then like
Yeah.
the kit that like you spent all these hours like you are so proud of, it's just like you know what I mean? And I'm in a
True.
much smaller
Yeah.
scale compared to you guys, but even then like I feel that way, so I'm sure like it's even like a lot worse for you too, you know what I mean? So
I agree with that. I feel like the stuff that you barely put effort in is it gets more views than anything. Uh, Admirable is that for you too?
Yeah, well, I think I have 2 sides of the coin. I feel like I could count on one hand the
Hmm.
amount of videos that I've made that I'm actually proud of, and it actually does the work that it should do, like, and they have the recognition that it should have. So, only on one hand, only on one hand, I'm only proud of, like, I'm saying, like, 4 videos. And, like, all the other videos that I look back and I'm like, "Man, it coulda just done better." It has a lot more views than the stuff that I'm actually proud of, you know?
Okay,
and I also
Because like,
that's good.
yeah, go ahead, keep going.
I feel like there's a lot of posts either on Instagram or TikTok that I've made that I feel like this is genuinely art, you know, like I've put my heart and soul into this one edit, this one post, this one single frame that I've spent an hour posing trying to get this final shot. And just for it to be overshadowed by something that I've put together in 30 minutes, it's so bad of a
I
feeling, I
know.
swear to
I
God.
totally relate to that.
If my excess doesn't do well, I'm quitting. I'm quitting. No,
Oh,
I'll quit.
guys,
but
the application for a new co-host is up.
it's a joke. But yeah, it's just And then another thing that I did want to bring up is like I'm sure all of us have like unique tastes. Like we have these kits that you don't see often. People don't like that. Like we're excited to work on. Or like for you, Blukara would be like a resin kit that maybe you don't see often. I mean, resin kits in general, you don't see it often. Uh, and then they don't do well. But then you see it. This is just a random example, but you see the new Master Grade Barbados that you've seen 900 times now because since its release,
Yeah,
and then
it's true.
that does well. I'm like, that hurts for me. Like when it's the same kit, you know what I mean? Yes, everyone builds and customizes a little different or very different depending on I guess the paint job, but it's the same kit at the end of the day. So for me, it hurts when like your unique kits that you try to put on the map doesn't work out. That's what hurts the most. I feel like.
Mhm.
It's true because like those are popular kits that you mentioned. So
Mm-hmm.
like there's a high chance that the numbers are gonna be better on those ones. And then like I know the 5-star story stuff I'm doing is very niche.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't even Google it and find anything on it. Like
I,
that's how niche it is. And like I
yeah.
would Google it and then I find my own content. I'm like, I don't want to find my own content. That's how as I'm trying to find more information, inspiration on it, and I'm like, I can't even find anything.
Yeah,
But
like
like when
you
I
Yeah.
know
like
that that type of content doesn't it's not gonna do any numbers or anything. It's just how it is, unfortunately. So
I,
it's for fun, everything you do, I guess,
yeah.
with that.
I will be contacting you about 5-star stories because I am definitely looking into getting into that. Maybe I'll just be a 5-star stories content creator. Like you know what I mean? Like we don't. Maybe I'll move
Yeah,
away
good luck.
from. But they're beautiful kids for sure, for sure. And the next question is: do you feel like people are intimidated by you?
I don't
Spoiler
know.
alert, before this talk, I was.
I guess it's because I don't really like show myself
Mhm.
on the platform, so maybe that's why. But I don't know. Like I guess I met some people in person, and some
Mm,
people seem to be fine. So like I would meet them in the competitions and stuff like that, and then they seem to they seem to be cool and chill and stuff. So I don't know. Like I wouldn't know, and they're nervous to meet me. But I personally, if I see anybody that you know, but I'm a big fan of, I tend to do the same thing. Like I kind of like get nervous and I don't even say anything because I'm just I don't I'm afraid I might say something stupid or something, so I don't bother to introduce myself or anything like that.
Man, so humble. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hopefully, this podcast will, give the viewers a better understanding of who you are, I guess, behind the camera, like who you are
yeah,
behind
yeah.
the scene.
Dude, I was sweating bullets before you came on, not gonna lie. I was like, what if I say something dumb? Like
You have already a lot, so I'm trying
and
to
I know, and I'm like thinking about it. I was like, man,
like.
maybe I shouldn't have said
I will say this is the most well behaved we've been in a long time. So
I was more
ever
wild
since
than
last year.
yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
definitely a lot more wild.
I'm
But
my
I
I'm
see
I'm my own
glitches.
little animal. Yeah. I try to match the energy that like our guest shows, so
Yeah,
I'll behave, I guess.
no, it's fine. Just do you.
yeah, Jay,
I don't think you
just
want
do
to see
you.
that, honestly.
But just to wrap it up, I guess I want to ask, how was 2025 for you, and what are your goals for 2026 with content and Gunpla?
Yeah, like 2025, I felt like it's the year of not building anything. Like I did, I did shit like all year. Like I tried to do like a little collage of like what I built,
Mm-hmm.
and I had nothing. I had one kit.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I built like snap build kits and stuff like that, but I felt like I kind of fell down a bit because I don't know, my job is like very stressful sometimes, and I'm like
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
mean, but
have
you grind out like 2024, you grind it out, so I think you deserve a break.
yeah, it does, it definitely feels like it's like a long break, but I feel like a little bit better actually. So for 2026, I feel it's like a needed break, and I feel more motivated to do something. So I'm trying to stick to like one build, or like one customized kit, and then do like a snap build between the custom kit.
Do you
So
still
that way I don't.
enjoy snap building, like even as a painter?
Yeah, I do it for like it's more fun. I think
Mm,
it's like a palette cleanser. So it's
mm.
like in between the work in progress of the resin kits is like a very long progress, and I'm like I could be sanding like for days, and then like I need to go snap something else in the meantime. So we would have these like build nights on Fridays that we go to, and I'll just bring like a kit to snap together or try to like put it together. And I feel like it kind of resets me back to wanting to push out more, and it's kind of like a nostalgia thing too. And I feel like it just makes me happy to do it. So I just do it to reset myself. That's how I do it.
Very nice. And yeah, Jay, we already kind of went over your goals for 2026. So I mean,
Yeah.
we don't need to go over that. You're not that important today. I'm so sorry. But
No, I agree. This time I will agree.
but this time, okay. But we like to finish the podcast with a quick little game that we play with the guests called Jay versus the
Mhm.
guest, where I'll ask you a question, and if you know the answer, you say your name, and then you tell me the answer to the question. Currently, Jay won season 1, and he's also in the lead. He got all 3 of the questions from the first episode correct. Let's see if Blukara will help the guests
Oh
win
man,
this
I
time.
might have I might have met my match this time.
No,
But the
I'm not good at that stuff.
but these questions are tailored towards the guests, so you do have an
Yeah, you
advantage.
are getting advantage. Yeah.
So the first one, if you know the answer, please say your name. The first question is: in the recent Gundam Seed movie, they reused some of the iconic Xeon MSS for new designs. The Zagok has which mobile suit secretly hidden inside?
Jacob,
Jacob,
the Infinite Justice Type 2.
that is
Yeah,
correct.
you got it.
I'm a veteran, baby.
Told you I'm
Oh,
not good at this.
that was fast. That was fast.
That was really
Okay.
fast.
All right. Question number 2. What are the 3 different Zaku variants released for G-Quack?
Oh, Jacob.
Jacob?
So so we got the Police Zaku,
Mm-hmm.
the green guy, Zaku
Mm-hmm.
2, and then we got the red one, the Char Zaku variant.
That is correct.
That is a good one.
So usually whenever I win both of the first questions, I usually let the guest answer first on the last one.
Okay.
And this one's
Yeah.
specifically tailored to you. And I don't like maybe Jacob would get it, but I'm not sure. And this is not even Gunpla related. So
It's not gonna go
Gunpla,
related.
no. It's okay.
Okay. I'll
M-
try.
milk, a shot of espresso, caramel drizzle, and sugar makes which popular drink?
Is that a Starbucks drink?
Well, it is a drink you can get at Starbucks, yeah, but it's also a very common drink.
Was it caramel latte or something?
Very close. You know, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Yes, it is caramel
Isn't it a
macchiato.
macchiato?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I could have gotten it, bro.
Yeah, I don't go to Starbucks enough, so I don't
yeah.
know.
It just
I don't even know what they're called.
it's just a latte with caramel
Yeah.
and
We'll give you that point.
I'll give it to you. So yeah, it is
Yeah.
5-1 for Jay versus the guest. This is surprising because like I don't really consider him the smartest being,
Bro.
but somehow he's winning. So.
I pull my IQ out.
Oh,
I
that's
pull
cool.
my IQ out, bro.
Yeah, that is it for the segment. So, do you have anything else you want to tell the viewers? Anything we should look forward to, or you want to announce? Anything?
Um. So yeah, basically, I'm trying to finish the camphor kit, maybe like late January, and then I'm trying to finish the Cassandra Vienna cast resin kit that I
Ooh,
had from last year. So maybe in March, and then April, I'm trying to do a collab with Glitch with like a new Gundam. collab, like resin kit. So we're trying to do something similar to the strike, but a little bit different. Maybe like a 5-star story kit in the year,
Yes.
and then like another kit. So I'm trying to do around 5, 6, I don't know, kits for the year. There's some future like collabs and sponsors that are coming, but I can't say yet. So look for that. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's mostly it.
The year of Blukara. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his
Gotta
comeback. It's his
come
comeback.
back and reign supreme. So,
You know, baby.
I'll
yeah.
take it slow.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again so
Yeah,
much for joining us and giving us time to talk to us on the
yeah. Thank you
podcast.
for having me. Yeah,
Right, Jacob, wrap it up.
Yep. Like likewise, we love you for coming on, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. I hopefully you have some time in the future for us to pick your brain some more. It's been very
yeah.
insightful, and I enjoyed my experience talking to you, man. Honestly. But with that being said, Blue Car's social medias and info will be down in the description, so is ours. So just check down there for all the information that you guys would need. And that will be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.